So my thing is, it's like if like everyone just starts to do this, then the government loses billions and trillions in revenue. Right?
Nah, they just changed up the tax game, baby, because you still got sales tax, you still got property tax.
They'll just raise all the taxes on that to just make up for the loss.
That's also why I mentioned the 508c1a.
So
508c1a is it's a foreign. It's considered a foreign FBO, faith-based organization. So it's a church. The only difference is you don't get scrutinized by the government predicated on what your belief system is. So, like as a 501c3, you can't speak to any particular side of politics, right? Like that's
so you can't make a statement.
No, you cannot make a public statement. That's one of the limitations. Otherwise, you get revoked.
Oh, so is that why like some churches won't fly the gay flag or something like that? Because like
they have to remain neutral in a sense.
About everything but their religion.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything right.
Wow.
But what if your religion is like love is love?
Includes that.
I mean, you can utilize that, but it's more so about speaking negatively about heads of state. You can't speak negatively about Biden.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah. You can't enter the political realm.
Which is why I caught that you said it several times. You're not being belligerent or anything like that. That's why you want to make that clear.
Yes.
Got you.
Yeah.
Just dropping knowledge.
Because I believe in the corporation. I believe in the way it's working. It's been working for them the way it's been working for them. And who am I to step on that?
Right. Got you.
Right.
Got you. Damn,
Shit,
yo.
man.
This is gems. This is crazy. So, damn.
Now let's get to technicals. What's his mailing address? Where do we start? Where do I find the paperwork?
Yeah.
So what I've been doing is I've been formulating 508. Well, I've been doing that for myself, but I've been formulating foreign 98N numbers for people that are interested in learning how to create their own entities.
Okay.
And learn how to play with it themselves.
Okay. So it's basically, there's, let's say for example, there's 5 terms that if you Googled and looked into, it would set you on the right path.
direction. Yeah.
One of those terms is
Authenticate.
Authenticate
your
birth certificate.
birth certificate or certificate of live birth. There's litany of videos that could tell you how to do it.
Okay.
From there, I would definitely go with affidavit. The affidavit is the paperwork that you need. It's not much. It's just a letter that you need to file with the Department of State so that they know that you are within your majority.
Okay.
And then from there, you would take the step of getting your DS-11, which is your, which would be considered your non-citizen passport.
Non-citizen passport.
Yes.
Okay.
Once you're there, depending on how you filed your non-citizen passport, it will dictate whether you're on the undetained list or the do not detain list.
Okay.
Which doesn't mean that you can be.
You can't be arrested or something.
You can't. So you can be arrested
Because you said do not detain.
But it will come up in the system once your passport is scanned by the law enforcement.
Right.
To do not detain you because you're a private citizen.
Huh.
Yeah.
And does this status apply
It makes
to
sense.
foreigners? All foreigners?
This is like a get out of jail free
it
card.
applies
Like,
only to foreigners.
It applies to foreigners.
Only to foreigners.
No, but you do get arrested. Let's be clear.
you get put in cuffs. If
Yes,
you do something wrong, you get put in cuffs.
You
and
think,
you get put
you
in
think the
behind
police is
bars.
going to listen to that? Like, oh, I'm this? No. They're going to take your ass to jail. That's
so
what they do.
will honor if you're not doing something that infringes on someone else's safety or freedom.
They're supposed to.
They're supposed to,
But
yes.
we know. Like,
Right,
because
it's not really about what they're physically going to do. It's like what you can get them for in court.
Exactly.
Right,
Right?
and that's what I see. That's what I see. Like I see them in court, and that's when they're like alleging like they are private citizens and that they had the court has no jurisdiction. You follow these certain motions, things like that.
But a lot of the people that I found that function in the private citizen stance, they haven't undergone the prerequisites.
Right.
They wake up, like you said, one day and they like watch YouTube and they're like, yo, that's me.
Yes, because I've not trying to identify my clients because I would never do that, but I've had a client or two do that, and it's like that's
so
not
the steps you just went through. That's gonna put you in a position to then apply for your foreign LLC.
Oh no, you can apply for your foreign LLC right now.
So are those two separate benefits of operating in this mentality, or like are they how are they connected?
So your foreign LLC would be the exact name that you're going to use on your DS-11 passport.
Okay.
Because you're going to use that foreign number synonymous to your to what people would use as a social security.
So instead of your social security number, you would use
Right,
that
use that.
number.
Yes.
So for opening new
Because
credit
it's
cards,
its
for
own corporate-
applying for new
Right.
jobs.
It's like when you open up a company. It's the same thing.
Okay.
That's
So basically, because I guess I'm trying to like really clarify these lanes, right? Because you're talking about authenticating and doing all this stuff, and while you're doing that, you should also be doing this other lane, which you don't have to do this, but you should be doing the foreign LLC. And then what happens is the foreign LLC is going to catch up to this other lane because you are going to become an employee of this foreign LLC. That's what it is, right?
You will not be an employee of the LLC. You'll be overseeing the LLC.
Yeah, like you will intertwine yourself with the LLC as an individual.
Yes.
And then eventually
You become the LLC. Just like your social security number became you, you now become the foreign N98
Okay,
number.
that's what makes sense because I've like the videos I've watched, right? Because I was almost one of those dudes. But then I was like, no, this seems a little more technical. I'm not one of these people. But it was like, yo, you just operate as a corporation. Like you're like, I'm a corporation.
Right.
Because you are what
Which
this, like,
people do that all the time in this country,
Right.
except that they're not doing it internationally.
right.
wow.
But even if they are, but you ask the average, you bump into an average person on the street and say, are you operating as a corporation? They're going to be like, what?
Yeah, they don't even
Like,
they
you
don't
know,
even, they don't even get it.
They're
Yeah.
going to be like, no, I don't own a business. Like, I don't have an
Even then,
LLC.
They don't
It's like,
understand that them as a sole prop is that corporation.
Yeah, exactly.